Adult language is used in this video and on this channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Raving Madly. Today, we're going to find the answer to a question of what happens in this game if your dealership actually has to abide by brand loyalty rules. So, to answer this, today we're going to be using Car Dealer Simulator. It's a game that's launched on Steam within the last month or so. I've played through it already to what is kind of its current end game state. It is still currently and actively being developed and added to. So, the one thing, and to be perfectly clear, the rules that we're setting for this challenge are not really realistic for a used car dealership. A used car dealership will typically sell pretty much anything that is thrown at it. They don't really care too much about who made it. But because it is ridiculously easy to make stupid amounts of money in this game, we're going to tighten up the controls a little bit. So, what I've done is I've selected 3 brands that are available at the start of the game. They're available all the way through the game. The downside to them is that they are very much the budget end of the spectrum. There's not the option to make hundreds of thousands of dollars on these cars. So we're going to have to pay a lot more attention to money in and out. So we're going to sell the UMX, which is what you can see on the screen here. It kind of looks like an 80s Camaro. The UMX brand, that's the only car they make. We're going to sell Apex, and we're going to sell NGD. And we're going to, for our headcanon, we're going to say that those are all owned by kind of the same parent company, and we're one of their dealerships. Because we are a reputable dealership, we are not allowed to engage in odometer fraud. We're not going to take advantage of any of the loopholes that are currently coded into the game, like the recover vehicle exploit, the fact that you don't really have to bolt in the parts. We're not gonna cheese it. Every car that we sell, the gas tank has to be full, or at least as full as we can get it. I think this game has you burn about a gallon of gas getting from the dealership, or getting from the gas station back to the dealership. And any part that isn't green on the car needs to be replaced as we're able to, because some things are locked out until you progress. And we're going to go until we hit $1 million. So those are the rules. And off we go. So I've seen this game popping up a lot on YouTube. And a couple weeks ago, I was not feeling too great. I was kind of giving myself an easy day, trying to rest and recover. And I stumbled across this.
Hey, kid. Little Sam here. Are you on your way to the shop? We don't have time to waste. Let me know when you arrive. The client's already waiting.
Yeah, so this is... I don't particularly like that it makes you hold a steering key to clear stuff that pops up while you're driving. You know, almost be better to have like a mouse over that you could just click down and hold on. But like I said, it's actively being developed.
You took way too long.
There's
good thing you're here. I had to step out and take care of something, but I've got your first job. I found an amazing deal. The client's already on board, so everything's set. See that towing trailer in the yard? Grab it and go pick up that piece of mechanical beauty. You know the deal. It's a
or
chunk of
just,
junk.
drive into
But
it
if you fix
because.
it right, we'll pull some cash out of it. Don't waste time. Get moving.
All right. Now that we've finally managed to be able to drive, the game's not going to give me credit for attaching the trailer. There we go.
Nice job, kid. Listen, the deal with this client is all set. Now we just need to pick up the car. But before you head out, drive over to the station and fuel up your ride. If you get stuck in the middle of nowhere, you won't be much use to anyone.
Yeah, I've got half a tank of gas. I'm not really in danger of running out, but in spite of this kind of laughable fuel consumption, half a tank of gas, you can get pretty much anywhere in this game. So, for any of you who haven't seen this game before, unlike a gas pump in the real world that shuts off when fluid hits the tip of it, we have to tell it to fill the tank. And now we're going to go grab this car. So, some of the things I've noticed playing through this game is, in some ways, the game is very well built and realistic. In other ways, the developer doesn't. They're not as familiar with cars as they could be. I'll just. I'm not trying to insult the dev by any means. Not everybody is a mechanic, which is fine. I have been a mechanic for the better part of 20 years. So there's very little about cars that I'm not going to be somewhat familiar with, if not more familiar than any person should be. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck playing through the tutorial here to get the game going. We can't just go right out and start pounding the streets looking for our own deals.
Did you pick up that beauty? Listen, don't worry about the mechanics, but make sure you clean it up with the pressure washer and snap a few good pics. Remember, if it's gonna sell, it needs to shine.
Alright, let's get this out of the way real quick. And now we get to go basically play Pressure Washer Simulator. As we progress forward in this run, I will most likely start editing out this part of the game, just because nobody really needs to sit here and watch me wash every single car that comes through. But for now, we'll leave it in so that people who haven't seen this before kind of get a good idea of what's going on. It's like half the reason people watch these videos, to see if they want to play the game. The other half is background noise, realistically. All right, the plus side is that this at least is a vehicle that we are allowed to sell according to our own rules. It is an Apex. I'm going to throw it out here on the front line. Tutorials always pop up when you're driving, and I don't like it. It always messes up what I'm doing. All right. Now this is kind of a weird section of the game. Obviously you're getting bonuses for having cleaned the car, for having taken a picture of all the different points on the car. Basically what they're trying to do is the fuller this bar is, the more people you're going to have come look at this thing. So if I put in the market value, people are basically going to go nuts for this thing. If I put it in below market value, obviously it gets even higher. Now, I didn't pay anything for this car. So, if I sell it for $2, people are going to come out of the woodwork, but that's not going to make us any money. So, kind of the rule we're going to go with here is we want to, like any business, we want to get as much money as we can for our product. That only makes sense. I don't want to go too insane. So one of the calculations I've seen on here is market value plus 10%. So we'll round that, say 5,500. That puts you right in the green band. You'll have tons of people coming in and looking at it, but these people are all going to lowball you. They're going to come in and they're going to offer you a ridiculous amount less than what you're asking for. So with that in mind, we're going to go quite a bit higher. We're going to ask for, actually, you know what? Let's do, we'll apply some marketing sense here. Try and keep it in the yellow. All right. So car is now posted for sale. And now we've got to open the dealership. Kind of a mess. Yeah. So unfortunately, we're now at a point where we're just waiting for somebody to show up and buy this hunk of junk. Yep. It's gonna be exciting. Wonder if I can cheese the game. Buy cars while I'm doing this. No, I don't have any money. That would make it difficult, wouldn't it? So all of this stuff that we're seeing here at the beginning of the game, this is all stuff that falls within our brand loyalty window. So once we actually have some cash, we can go nuts. Just buy as much of this as we can. Try and stock up our car lot here. Oh, finally, person. Come on, you know you want it. Wing and a miss. probably should have priced that lower to kind of power through the tutorial. Oh, good. He's at least going to make an offer. See what we got here. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. He's going to come in and he's going to lowball me. This isn't even market price for this car. So I'm not letting it go for $4,700. I don't care if I paid for it or not. Personally, not being a used car salesman myself, I'm a little annoyed that these people come in and offer you 2/3 of the listed price for a car, but it is what it is. So I'm going to drop down to, say, $6,250. And they'll usually come up about the same distance that you move. He's at least above market price now. So let's go down to 6,000. And now let's go to 5,800. Yeah, so I got about an extra $1,000 out of him. Is about the best I can do here. I mean, I can always tell him to pound sand, and he'll go away. Eventually,
Well,
someone
kid,
will
you
come
really
in.
nailed it today. Did you see that reputation boost after the sale? Keep it up. The higher your reputation, the thicker your wallet. And that's what we're really playing for, right? You've earned your rest today. Tomorrow, I'll show you some tricks of the trade. Remember, early bird catches the worm.
So we're not going to do that. Eventually, obviously, I have to take a nap to complete the tutorial, but we're not doing that right now. Right now, we're going to go find some cheap-ass cars and drag them back here to this lot. We got $6,000, but remember that we do have additional rules. Anything I can fix on this car needs to be fixed. I don't know how much I can see right now because I don't have all of the tools yet. So I'm going to go look at this one. And you took my filters off. And what's the next cheapest one? It's not even close. How big of a difference is it? Are they in the same place? Pretty much in the same place. All right, well, all things being equal, we'll go with the cheaper one. All right, let's go grab the truck. And we're going to go pick up some cars. Now, I could walk my happy ass over there. And these cars are drivable, so I could walk over there and drive them back. Curbs are killer in this game, by the way. And they've actually toned them down based on some earlier videos that I've seen. But we're going to try and get as many cars on this lot as we can before we take a nap. Whoa. Let that get out of control while I was putting the ramps down. You don't have to be perfect with this. You just have to kind of get close enough. All right. I can't inspect the car in any way, shape, or form yet. So all we can do is talk to this lady. She wants $1,700. Well, not paying you $1,700. And I know that I just said I was annoyed by people coming in and not offering me the asking price, but what can I say? I'm a hypocrite. We're going to go with, let's offer her $1,200. All right, so we got some movement. Let's go with 1275. We got her down below 14. Let's go with 1330. All right, so we got within 35 bucks of what I was offering, so call it good enough. Take the car. All right. One of our rules is that every car must be sold with a full tank of fuel. Fortunately, you can put gas in a car on a trailer. So we're going to tow this through the gas station real quick. And if I get... Can't tell which side the... Looks like it's on the passenger side. The whatever you're driving gives you a nice little indicator of which side the fuel tank is on, but obviously I'm not driving the car on the trailer right now, so kind of have to take your best guess. All right, autofill. Pump. It's going to haul this back. One of the things that I found on my first playthrough is that just staging everything in lines kind of simplifies things back at the dealership. So we're just going to start ourselves a nice little conga line of cars here. This one we're actually going to drop right on the wash pad. Oh, wrong direction. Drop it right there. We got the little quest tracker for washing it. So now we're going to go grab the other one. $800 meters. Close enough that I would probably walk it in real life to a drivable car, but speed and distance are a little wonky in video games sometimes. But I would say visually, this looks like I'm doing maybe 30 miles an hour. The game says I'm doing 80. You know what, I'll crank that up a little bit. I'd say maybe it looks like I'm doing 35 to 40. But the way the physics reacts is kind of based more on the numerical speed than what the car visually seems to be doing. Come on, get in there. You can do it. Drop the ramps. And, same character model. Well, hopefully she's as suggestible as the other one was. Let's go with... Well, let's stick with a tried and true strategy here. Let's offer her $1,200.
Stop.
All right, she wasn't too happy about that. Let's go up to 1350. And she's not moving as much as I am. Yeah, see, I move $150 and she moves like 20. But we need the car, so it's kind of you just have to take what you're offered sometimes in this game. You need the inventory bad enough. Beggars can't be choosers, right? We still got $3,000, so we can go get another car after this. thank God body damage isn't a thing in this. Everybody power slides with a car on a trailer, right? Let's go check the computer. So, I know that we said we're not going to cheese the game. Everything's drivable. I don't need to filter for that, right? So I know we said we're not going to cheese the game. And that is 100% my intent. Oh, good. That one's close. However, certain things like the ability to exit a car at 60 miles an hour and have it instantly come to a stop are a little too useful to let go. Because no matter what you're doing in your car, if you hit the exit button, you will pop right out and that car comes to a complete halt. Yeah, I'm not giving you 2,900, dude. Let's go with 2,000.
Nah, my dude, that's a terrible price, man. Nah.
No, I feel like it's a pretty fair price for this clunker.
I don't know.
I don't think that's fair at all, but saved me 500 bucks, so...
That's the good deal.
Let's go see if the auto parts store is open. Which it should be. Nope, wrong street. Oh, I forgot to fill the tank on that second car. Failing my own challenge already. It's alright, we'll fill it up before we put it on the line. Alright, so we want... I don't care about plate repair. I want repair tape. I'm gonna need a lot of that. And what do I have? 600 bucks. I always forget that there's like I'm expecting all of the quantities I go to like be cumulative, and then I just hit buy all at the end. I keep forgetting it doesn't work that way. Down to 300 bucks. Let's fuel this pig up. Take it back to the dealership, and we're going to start washing. I don't know if I can actually replace any blown fuses yet. I just kind of stocked up on them because I was there. And I know it's one of the things that is unlocked right from the get-go. I think fuses and batteries. Probably should have grabbed a battery while I was there too. But didn't think of it. Ain't going back now. Similarly, you don't have to, I was talking earlier about being able to exit the car while it's moving. You don't have to put the fuel nozzle back either. You can just right click and drop it and it magics itself back to the pump. Time starts to get very important later on in this game. Especially once you have employees that you're paying. Because we all know that nobody makes money by paying people to sit around and do nothing. But unfortunately, once you get to some of the later stages of this game, that tends to happen a lot.
All right, here's what you missed in the cut. I washed and did the body work on all 3 cars, replaced all the bad fuses, and all 3 of them ended up needing batteries.
Hey, kid.
Hang
Well
on.
rested? You know, I was thinking, since you're doing such a great job boosting our reputation in town, maybe it's time to work on our image a bit, too. Did you see that old sign above the entrance? Exactly. It could use a little upgrade. Something fresh to catch the eye.
All right, so we're going to do this real quick to get through the tutorial. There's still a couple more pieces to it, but we're going to be raving UMX, Apex, lose the commas, Apex, and what's the third one? NGD. Right. Yeah, that looks good, I guess. Can I change the color? Front color. Well, there's a typo, Dev, if you're watching. Black. Pop a little bit. Let's see. Hey, what if put a halfway decent blue in here? I think that's about as close as I'm going to get to raving madly blue. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. We can live with that.
All right, that should do it. I'll wire you some money through MobiCash. Find yourself a good enough ride and make a deal. We'll see how much more we can squeeze out of it.
All right, so we're going to take this car out. We're going to go pick up 3 batteries. And we're going to fill the gas tank because I forgot to do it when I bought it. And then we've got to buy another car so that the tutorial can continue to teach me the things that I already know. Batteries. Batteries are expensive. Don't actually cost $300 in real life. It's more like $2. Although I suppose if you're buying fancy high-end performance batteries, they might get pricier. Now we're going to swap out the batteries in these real quick. Then we'll get them posted for sale. Once we do that, we will continue with the tutorial. Because that's going to teach me how to, I think, patch holes in catalytic converters with tape. You know, like a reputable dealership would do. And do body work. Which I've already done on 3 cars. So, time well spent. right. First one out. Take some pictures. And now we go get the next one. Gotten 2 cars done. Bang out this third one, and then we will move on. Oh, that wasn't. I'd drive it, not fix it. Looks like a Volkswagen Rabbit. I'd say not quite as shitty, but Volkswagen Rabbits are a low bar. They're pretty shitty. All right. So it's important now that we make money on these because we spent $300 on a battery. I don't remember what I paid for this. I think this was the one I paid like $1,700 for. So yeah, 5,000 is too high. What about 40? Nope, even that's too high. Okay, so where does it turn red? Okay. 38.95. 45.99. Oh, with pictures it goes higher. Okay. Can I get above? Pictures in first, so we don't have to do this twice. 35. Let's do 42. No. Too high. All right. So all of those are up for sale. Now we got to buy something else for a quest here. What's cheap? These are cheap. Where are you? You're way the hell out there. I don't want to go that far. You're too expensive. I can't buy you anyway. Oh, it's like a choice of 3 cars here. let's hopefully go get some of our money back. Give us a little more flexibility. What do you want? Yeah, I suggest that you go pound sand.
No. No, no, no. No.
43. While we're out getting this next car, we got to grab some candy and cigarettes. Don't like it. It's like $1,000 less than what I wanted, but I need the cash, so. It's visual condition poor because that's the easiest thing for us to fix. And where are you? Oh, you're too far away. I don't want to go that far.
All right.
I suggest you go to hell, sir. No, you're going to have to do better than that. Nope, you can go away. I want more than 3 for that car.
Woo!
Um,
Sounds reasonable. Let's do this.
eh, oh.
Well, I mean, the plus side is we've got plenty of cash, so as long as we keep making money. We can continue this charade. Yep. Knew I wasn't going to make that. Weird how I can back this thing up reasonably well, but then as soon as I go forward, it jacks me all up. All right, let's see what we can talk this guy down to. How about... Okay, that was too low.
What you talking about, man? Don't make me. Let me think about this, huh? Maybe this.
Well, you just did not want to move on that one,
Sounds
so
reasonable. Let's do this.
there's only so much you can do. Let's stop by a bar here. Grab some candy and some... Did I just drive by it? By that? Yes, I did. All right, we'll just sit there in the middle of the road. Nobody will mind. Hello, good sir. I would like cigarettes and candy so that I can bribe people to try and get more money out of them. Because as long as I get like $1 more than what they're offering, cigarettes and candy pay for themselves.
How's the client? I hope he wasn't whining too much. All right, let's take a look at that beauty and see what needs fixing. There's a scanner on the table.
Well, it is not ideal.
Just run it over and you'll know exactly what's going on under the hood. No BS. Tech doesn't lie. It's worth checking the exhaust on cars. Holy ones sputter, and the profit will disappear faster than you.
All right. So we don't really need to listen to him. He's just going to tell me to do exactly what I'm already doing.
Good riddance. But don't fool yourself. It ain't.
What I did notice is that there were some blown fuses. And sounds like I've got a customer. And this thing's going to need a battery too. And I didn't put gas in it. Just failing at all my own rules here. No, you're going to have to do better than that, lady. No, I still want more than $3,000 for that car. All right. I'm kind of glossing through the tutorials here because I've already done this. And there are plenty of other people doing Let's Plays on this game. But I'm sure we'll be more than happy to talk you through all of the little tutorial bits that I don't give a damn about. Because I've already done this. I do kind of wish there was an option to skip them, but it is what it is, right? Eventually they'll go away. We can go back to assembly lining cars. Bilking the public. Well, not that much left on it.
Kid, that car might be clean, but the rust ruins the whole impression. Now, I wouldn't be as successful if I didn't know how to deal with it. Head back to the workshop. You'll find everything you need to get rid of that rusted beast. Oh, and look for a flashlight on the table. It might come in handy.
What the hell is going on right now? Okay, I don't remember that from the first time. Alright, so we fixed up the car. It does still need a battery, which I'm going to grab now. And I've got to fill the tank, because rules. Let's just buy a bunch of batteries, because I feel like we're going to need them. Now, for what is supposed to be, or what appears to be, I should say, because I don't know what it's supposed to be. But from what appears to be a very small town, There's an awful lot of traffic. Right, swap out this battery. Other thing I've noticed is that these cars, they will get right up on you before they stop. They're going to stop about 6 inches away, if that. Did it again. All right. Pictures, we'll get the car listed. And I think I'm going to call it an episode there because this has got pretty long. So I appreciate all of you who have taken the time to come through here and watch this. I will be continuing to add to this series. I thought I turned that off. This guy, as far as I know, he just steals gas out of the cars. And apparently annoys me with car alarms. All right, so we're going to call it an episode there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.